Today I'll be getting the Platinum Trophy for Human Fall Flat. It has 52 trophies including the Platinum, but I stupidly decided to do all 20 DLCs, so that puts us at 112 trophies. Human Fall Flat is a platformer puzzle game with ragdoll-like physics, so you're basically just battling with the controls the entire game. This is the first level mansion. The goal here, like all levels in the game, is just to solve puzzles, get through doors, etc., and make it to the exit. And right here I get my first trophy of the game by doing what I should have done in real life instead of playing this game and jumping off a cliff.
Well, wait, okay, so my first trophy, no escape, fall and respawn once, and I just put you right back where you are, okay.
I got my next trophy about 3 to 4 minutes later by jumping over this cliff, which took way too long to do.
Mind the gap. Mind the gap. Take a big shortcut in the level mansion. Let's go. Okay.
I got my next trophy when I saw this statue of a man pissing. I love a golden shower, so I just had to climb right on top of that.
Simulator. Stand on the head of a statue in the intro. Okay, that actually took me ages to do. Not gonna lie to you.
Right after that, my next trophy was for exiting the level and falling into the abyss.
Yet they can't fly and never will.
Leap of fail. Complete mansion. Okay. I think this game is going to be very hard for me because I'm just struggling already.
The next level was level 2, Train, which got me a trophy pretty early on for putting 5 pieces of debris in this dumpster, which was so much harder than it looked. I hate the physics of this game.
Public service.
In the exact same spot, I got another trophy for riding 50 meters in this dumpster. This again was just way more complicated than it looks because like you got to get in it and then you got to grab the dumpster and you got to kind of jump to push it around, but there's no way to control it directionally. So I fell off the map like 6 or 7 times while doing this. And this is when I started to realize like, oh, I'm in for a long ride here.
It's 50 meters in a dumpster. I feel embarrassed to say how long that took me and how many times I fell off the map.
My next trophy right after that was for putting this bench in an upright position, which again took me way too long.
Oh my god, that took me ages, bro. That took me ages to fucking get this bench upright.
Then, after 5 minutes of attempting to climb this ledge, I got my next trophy for finishing the level.
Starting to get it. Complete tray. I'm starting to understand it.
The third level carry introduced a new mechanism where you have to place objects onto buttons to open doors. And then if you put an item in between the door and jam it open and go through, you get a trophy.
It's stuck. Jam a door and go through it. Oh my god, step box and you're stuck.
There's 4 of these boxes in this level and there's a trophy for stacking all 4 on top of each other. This is actually really complicated to do as obviously you need to use a box to open a door and you can't get back into the room. So what you do in this scenario is you've got to open the first door, go into the second room, get the box from the second room, bring it into the first room, leave it on the pad, then bring the box from the first room into the second room, jump off the map with it, and it will respawn in front of you. You've got to do that with every box to take it through every segment of the map, and then you can stack all 4 of them together. And while I was working on stacking all the boxes, I did get a trophy for traveling 1 kilometer.
We got travel 1 kilometer. Why is it showing up as 2 controls? Out. Nah. We got travel 1 kilometer again. Apparently.
Then I finally stacked all 4 boxes on top of each other and got the tower trophy.
Tower. Stack all 4 boxes in the level carry. Thank you to the guide creator for that.
Then of course my next trophy was for beating the level.
Done. Don't get a splinter. Complete carry. Let's go.
The next level carry was set in a canyon and you end up in this mine shaft cave type thing. and you can find these little green gems, and there's a trophy for putting them all in a pile together. But while going for this trophy, I got a different trophy for climbing 100 meters.
Climber? Climb 100 meters. Only 100 meters? Really?
And then finally, after 20 minutes of feeling like the Chilean miners, I got all the gems in a pile.
My treasure. Collect all the gems into a pile in mountain. I had them the whole time, but I guess it wasn't registering as a pile. So I just spent like 15 minutes running around these mines trying to find the other gems that didn't exist.
The next trophy is gotten by using this rope to swing over this abyss. Again, I was still very early into the game, so I even struggled with this. I actually ended up getting the trophy like on a technicality. I didn't even make the jump, so thank God for that.
The trophy, but I think I'm about to die.
That death actually spawned me all the way back to the start of the map for some reason, so
Sick.
it took me about half an hour to get back to this point. But I get another trophy here for throwing these speakers off the map.
Silent Hours, Nosy Neighbors. Get rid of the speaker set in mountain. Great. Level here.
After that, I of course walked right over to the exit and got the
Play
trophy
fee?
for finishing the level.
Great. What goes up? Complete mountain. Oh, add mattresses. Soften my fall. That's nice.
The next level is demolition, and there's an opportunity for a trophy very early on. You just got to use this machine to smash the window on the left and then go through it.
Wrong direction. Use the window in your left instead of smashing the wall in demolition. Great.
I love having balls in my face, so I released these boulders and let them hit me, which gave me another trophy.
The prize avalanche. Unleash the boulder gate in demolition. Okay.
In this level, there's also these walls you can break down, but I'm not forklift certified, so I did not use any of the construction equipment, and that gave me a trophy.
4 walls without using any gadgets in demolition. Okay, that's a pretty easy trophy, honestly.
Finally, after many attempts and 20 minutes of watching a guide, I beat the level.
Brute force. Complete demolition. What's this? It's like a castle?
The next level is in fact Castle, and as frustrating as this level is, I think this is a great example of like what's actually really good about the game. The way you can use this catapult to launch yourself is great, and like the way you have to load it by turning the axis and then pulling the lever is just amazing, I think. But again, it's just a pain in the ass because sometimes you'll try to grab the lever and you'll be grabbing something else. You'll grab yourself, you'll grab part of the carriage. It can be very frustrating, but a very rewarding game. Anyway, here's the trophy for using the catapult.
Look, there's ammo. Launch yourself with the catapult in your castle. I feel like I should have cleared that wall, right?
Now, this is where the game starts to get really frustrating for me. You've got to climb this building that's really difficult to climb. It is a skill issue, and no, I won't apologize for it. And then you got to get this hook cane thing and maneuver it so you'll be able to grab it from the level above. Then you've got to go up to the level above, grab it, and try to hook it to this zip line and sail across the map. I really struggled with this, but it gave me a trophy.
Zip line. Zip line from the Churchtown Castle. That took me so long. Oh my god, that sucked. That was the worst trophy so far.
My next trophy, thank God, was an easy one for jumping 1,000 times.
Adrenaline. Jump 1,000 times. I hate this level, man.
My next trophy was gotten by using the catapult again. This time you've got to launch a rock at the church bell, which will ring it.
Hearing the bell tolls, ring the castle bell in castle. I'm so done with this level, man. I hate it.
My next trophy was another easy one for carrying objects for 1,000 meters.
Lifting. Carry objects for a total of 1,000 meters.
After that, I finally beat the level what felt like years later, but realistically it was like 47 minutes.
Please be it. Please be it. That's the extra sign, please, please, please. Oh, thank God. Oh, I hated it. I hated it so much. I so want to stop playing, but there's a trophy for beating the game in a single sitting, so I'm locked in.
At this point, I was extremely done with the game and I wanted so badly to log off, but like I mentioned, there is a trophy called Speedrun and it's for completing the game start to finish in a single sitting. This would be the cause of some confusion. It'll come back up later. This next level is called Water. It's a water map. You can, of course, drown, which makes this next trophy very easy. All you have to do is submerge yourself to the point you're about to drown and then emerge from the water. You get 18 of those little sound bubbles before you drown. So once you hear the 17th one, you just got to walk out. That's it.
Breathing exercise. Get out of the water. Okay, that's easy. You just got to count to 17 and then get out.
The next trophy is another really simple one. You just need to get in this rowboat and use it to go all the way to the cargo ship.
Bonus for that. Use the rowboat to get to the cargo ship in water. Okay, right.
My next trophy was for reverse parking the cargo ship. This was very daunting. I've had my driver's license for 8 years and not once have I reverse parked, and I wouldn't want to do it with a cargo ship.
Skier. Enter the dock ship backwards in water. That was... Fuck doing that in real life. Terrifying.
Shortly after this, I drowned, and then the game respawned me right into the water, which pissed me off, but it actually gave me a trophy, so not all bad.
Drowned 10 times. Well, when it spawned them in the water.
The next trophy, I had to climb to the top of the lighthouse. Climbing's the thing I'm the worst at in this game, so this was a really grueling half hour this took me. And I lit the beacon, and thank God it gave me a trophy.
That's not a trophy? Oh, thank God it's a trophy, bro. Hold me forever.
To finish the level of water, you have to jump into this large silo, vat of water. I don't know what you want to call it, a dam. And there's two ways to do this. There's trophies for both. You can go feet first or head first. I tried to be smart here. I tried to go feet first, then reload my checkpoint and go head first. But I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't get head. Just could not get head no matter how hard I tried. So I came back to do this later, and that's why the end of this level is a bit weird. The next level is power plant, and this is the level that first introduces wires. And oh my God, if I'd known how much pain these were going to cause me going forward, I would have wished that short-circuiting them would kill me in real life.
Short circuit the wires in power plant. Jeez, that threw me.
The next trophy is for getting this battery off the top of this statue. You could probably do this by climbing the statue, but the easiest way is swinging from this power cable.
It was after steal the battery from the statue and power plant. Okay, great.
The next trophy is for feeding an appliance with 3 wires. I don't really understand this one. I used a guide for it. I don't know how you would ever get this one naturally.
Village Fry. Feed an appliance with power from 3 batteries and power plant. Sweet.
In order to beat this level, you need to put coal into these furnaces. To get the coal, you need to grab this car, drive up a hill, collect the coal, and drive it back down, which actually gives you a trophy.
Right. Then
Deliver 10 pieces of gold to the main island power plant.
that's big thing.
After putting the coal in the furnaces and then doing some climbing, I beat the level.
Oh, thank God. Complete power plant. Alright. I think this is the last level.
I then moved on to the final level Aztec and got my first trophy of the level for climbing on top of this bird nest.
Bird's eye view. Climb to the top of the tree with the bird's nest in Aztec.
Not us.
The next trophy is Golden for beating this obstacle course in 60 seconds. I honestly wasn't even aware I was doing an obstacle course, but I managed to fail my way to success. I literally stopped here to reply to texts, and I somehow still got the trophy. So I'm amazed by this, honestly.
Clockwork. Pass the pendulum obstacle course in 60 seconds in Aztec. I didn't even know I was doing an obstacle course. I thought, okay, whatever.
I finally beat the level here, and I thought I was done with the game, but turns out it wasn't to be.
The end. Okay, I just beat the game. Complete Aztec. And why didn't I get the speed run trophy? I should have got that too for beating all levels in a row or whatever it is.
So this is where the confusion started. I thought I was going to get the speedrun trophy for beating the entire game in one sitting. It didn't. So this is where the confusion started. I thought I was going to get a trophy for beating the entire game in one sitting. It didn't pop, and I decided to Google, check what was going on, and I saw a post saying you have to beat every level you've unlocked. So I assumed that to mean the DLCs. So from this point forward, I thought I was going to have to complete the main game plus all 20 DLC levels to get the speedrun trophy. This is where I decided to call it for the night because I've been playing all of this in one sitting. And I was now going into the rest of the game under the impression I would have to redo the whole game at some point. This is why I ended up 100%ing the entire game. Boy, do I regret doing that. The next level was Dark, and despite being listed as the first DLC, this is actually part of the main game. Again, I'm not sure what happened here. This is actually a really fun level, and I'll get into why shortly. But first up is my first trophy of the level for climbing this clock tower in 40 seconds or less.
Thank God. Oh my God. I've been doing that 18 minutes. I suck at this game, man.
This level's a really long level. It has you doing a lot. Like right here, you've got to melt down gold to make a key. You get to ride a minecart. You have to charge these batteries, and I also got a trophy while doing this.
Travel 10 kilometers. Okay. There's a trophy for traveling 25, so hopefully I do that naturally. Otherwise, it's going to take fucking forever.
Then it's imperative you spend about 10 to 15 minutes struggling to put this battery in place. And once you've finally done that, you revive Frankenstein's monster, which finishes the level. There's the trophy for finishing the level, and there's also one for not removing any planks during the game. I guess there's planks blocking doorways, but I used a guide for the whole level, so I never even came across any. But here's 2 trophies.
Planks, no thanks. Complete dark without moving any planks. And then it's alive. Complete dark. That was a long level.
The next level was Steam, which was another long but pretty simple level. It just requires you to move around pipes to get the steam to flow and open doorways. This part of the level requires you to get from this platform over to the Ferris wheel on the left without using the crane. This was a real struggle for me, as at this point, about 15 hours into the game, I still didn't know how to climb. So this took me many attempts where I died many times, and while doing so, I got a trophy.
Let it rain. Respawn 100 times. Trying to get across to there, bro, and it's fucking doing my head in.
After about 30 minutes and watching literally 3 different guides on how to get this trophy, I decided to do it my own way, and thank God it worked.
Yes. I can't believe that fucking moment. Thank God. Walk the plank. Reach the big wheel in Steam without using the crane controls. That was a nightmare. Okay, now I think I got to ride this.
I did ride it. I rode it reverse cowgirl, and I was rewarded.
Get dizzy. Ride 3 complete revolutions of the big wheel. Great. I just got to beat the level now.
And here's the trophy for beating the level.
Under pressure. Complete Steam. Oh, this looks nice.
This level's called Ice. Shout out to St. Kilda. All the Aussies will get that one. And this is actually like Dark and Steam DLC, but it is the last level of the base game. The first trophy in this level is for beating this seesaw puzzle without using the ice blocks. The way to do this that I looked up said you got to find this snowball and make it big enough to like weigh down the seesaw. But that didn't work for me, so I ended up going back in the level and using this rope to just swing past it altogether, which luckily gave me the trophy.
No? I bypassed it. Yes. Oh my god, thank fucking god. Thank god to the fucking guy on Steam who put that. Said you could do that.
The next trophy should have been an easy one. It's for using 2 snowballs to go down this hill. I'm sure anyone else would have done this first try, but it took me for like 10 minutes to do it, as normal.
Well,
Tricky. Complete the slope with 2 snowboards. I'm about to fucking fall off. Get up.
to achieve their goals.
Once you beat ice, it spawns you back in like a snowy version of the very first level. And this is where the game's end credits play. And this is where I realized that I could have just played through to get the end game trophy, and I nearly crashed out. So enjoy that.
Yet they can't fly and never will.
Oh, there it is.
okay.
Oh, that's the end of the game. Bro, I should have just fucking played through yesterday. I thought I had to play every DLC to get the speedrun trophy. I just have to play those levels? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, at least when I come back to do it, I won't need to play through as much. That's frustrating.
Okay, so now we're officially on to the DLC levels, the first one being Thermal. All 20 DLCs have 3 trophies to them. One's for completing the level. One's usually for finding 4 items or throwing 4 items off the level, and the other one's usually something random. This video is already at 20 minutes, so I'm going to rush through these, but I'll come in and talk about it more in detail whenever there's a trophy that was giving me a bit of trouble. The first trophy was for finding my way into the compound without using the main gate. Then, despite a little bit of rage,
How the fuck have I fucking missed it again?
I managed to beat the level.
So, complete them. Jesus Christ. 12th level.
The next level was Factory, and I got the first trophy for beating the first half of the level without turning the lights on.
Oh,
I then threw all the radios off the level, which put me halfway through the trophy list. And about 2 minutes after that, I beat the level. The next level was Golf, and instantly I hit this hole-in-one to get a trophy.
It's going in. 30.
I quickly got another trophy for taking an alternate route. I then beat the level. This was the quickest level of the game for me, coming in at 11 minutes to complete.
Hole in one.
The next level was City. This was a very long level. I really like the aesthetic of the futuristic setting though, but all the trophies came right at the end, with the first one being for completing all the bowling alleys. Right after that, I used a drone to spy on China, and I threw all the ragdolls off the level. And then that concluded the city level.
Sports fan. Complete city level.
The next level was Forest, and the first trophy was for lighting the marshmallows. Then for destroying this statue.
Playing Wrecking Crew.
And finally, after that, I was very happy to beat the level.
Oh, thank God. Fucking hated this level. Way too much climbing for me.
The next level was Laboratory, and the first trophy was for throwing an orb in the lava, which I somehow almost got wrong.
Throw an orb into the lava. It nearly didn't make it. I would have been so proud. I'm so done with this game.
My next trophy was for hitting all these targets without missing. This was actually one of the rare times I had fun in the game, so I appreciate this trophy a lot.
Bullseye, thank God. That trophy, it was easy, but it was just stressing me out because I really just don't want to replay any levels.
And then, despite the game trying to literally blind me, I managed to complete Laboratory.
Done. Kaboom.
The next level was Lumber, and I had to use 2 of these hooks to zipline over a chasm, which somehow still made me rage.
Just fucking pick it up, bro.
The next trophy I got was for using boats to travel 1 kilometer, which was actually part of the main trophy list, not DLCs. Then I threw all the lanterns off the map. And I beat the level.
Done. The Great Outdoors, complete lumber. I'm really starting to power through these levels, but it's just fucking so... Oh, I'm really done with the game.
The next level was Junkyard, and it had one of the hardest trophies of the game for me. You get a trophy for going down this well thingy, and to do so, you had to link this hook through the chain and through the grate, and then lift it up, and it was the most painful thing ever. It took me forever to do. It pissed me off so much. Enjoy me raging.
For fuck's sake, just fucking get in the fucking thing. Why? Oh, now it stays on the fucking ground. How's it not fucking getting in? I'm gonna lose it. Why am I fucking stuck in here now? Bro, this is fucking the fucking stupidest fucking thing ever fucking invented. Fuck this game. Just get on the other fucking side and fucking stay there. Oh my god, now you're on this side. You're on this fucking side. Get on the other side. Oh, thank God. What a stupid fucking trophy, man. Holy shit.
The next trophy, thankfully, was a lot easier for putting this hat on the cactus. And finally, after a long time and many failures, I beat the level, much to my relief.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. That level sucked.
The next level was Tower, and the first trophy in this one was for crossing the lava using the pipe. The next trophy was for jamming this door and carrying the batteries through it. And then, of course, there's the trophy for beating the level.
Shit. That's it. Complete tower. Thank God. Bro, these last two levels have been long and brutal.
The next level is miniature, so you're of course in a miniature world and just like, come on, give it up, human fall flat. You'll never be Tinykin, stop trying. But the first trophy is of course for climbing to this level. The next trophy was for using the vacuum cleaner to vacuum up the ash, which is really fitting because this game made me take up smoking. And about a half hour later, after doing my best Elon Musk impression and botching a couple of rocket launches, I finally beat the level.
Thank God that's over. Thank God.
The next level was Copper World, and the first trophy was for trying to put the square battery in the circle hole.
Wrong hole. Hate it when that happens. So annoying.
Then I threw all the hidden coins off the level. And then I, of course, beat the level. The next level was Port, and there was a trophy for throwing everything in this room out the window, which got really hard because there was a bed, and then there was, I guess it was like a desk, but some long structure that didn't even fit through the window. It took me forever to get it out. The next trophy was for lighting the beacon. Didn't appreciate this one. You already made me do this in the base game. Get new ideas. And of course, there's the trophy for beating the level.
Done. Complete port. Okay, I think the levels are short from now on. But that might be wishful thinking.
The next level was underwater, which you guessed it is an underwater map, meaning a change of physics. So the physics that I finally just gotten used to after about 15-20 hours in this game, they changed them. I hated it. Here's a trophy for finding a speedboat. The next trophy's for swinging across these things. I don't remember what they're called, but I think they blew up in Finding Nemo. Like, that's where I remember them from. And once again, a trophy for beating the level.
Thank God. Man, I liked that they tried to do something different, but that was terrible.
I could smell the end by this point, and I was onto the level Dockyard, but I actually got a trophy here for traveling 25 kilometers, which is part of the main trophy list. So I can't imagine how long you'd need to be grinding the game if you just did the main levels. It's crazy they got this trophy, but I got it here naturally, thank God.
Adventurer, travel 25k. Oh, bro, that's from the base trophy list. It's taken me this long to do that. Holy shit.
Immediately after that, I got another trophy for swinging through this window. And I got another trophy for doing my favorite thing in the world and smashing glass. And then you're going to find this really shocking, but the next trophy was for beating the level.
We're so close, boys. We're so close.
I then moved on to Museum. I actually thought this was one of the better levels in the game, but I was just so done by this point. I'd literally been playing for like 3 days straight, so I just didn't have it in me to enjoy. But I got this trophy for using all 5 cannonballs to destroy the wall. The next trophy was for finding the last eye, which I think is irrefutable proof that the Illuminati is real. This was actually a very cool end to the level, as you got to strap these hooks to this artifact and it gets Warzone style extracted out of the map.
Two more. 2 more levels.
The second last level was Hike. I hated Hike. I don't even want to edit Hike. It just sucked, man. I was so close to the end and I just got handed such a long, tedious level with so much climbing, which embarrassingly, I still didn't know how to climb at this point. I literally learnt like right before I platinumed the game. But here are the trophies for Hike, because I really don't want to go through it anymore. The first was for pushing this barrel into the wine cellar. The second was for melting this bit of ice. And then can't forget a little time for a bit of rage.
Shut up, man. Oh, fucking so fucking annoying, this fucking game.
And after having to go through the high road from Crash 1, I beat the level finally.
One more level. Thank God, one more level. Hike sucked. Fuck Hike.
The final level was Candyland, and do you know how much a game has to break you that you can't even enjoy a candy level? But nevertheless, the first trophy of this level was for knocking this marshmallow out of the tree. When I finally beat the level, I should have been happy, but I just felt so defeated. And the thought of having to go back and get the rest of the trophies was just so daunting to me.
Done. I've officially beaten every level of Human Fall Flat. Jesus Christ. I didn't miss a trophy in that level, so I'm going to go back and start cleaning up a bit. But, oh my God. I hate this game. I'm over it.
So now with all the levels beaten, I just had to go back through the game and clean up any trophies I missed on my first playthrough. Thankfully, there wasn't many, and the first one was actually in Candyland, where I had to ride through the chocolate river without touching any of the donuts.
Dublin, Root Canal. Avoid hitting any donuts in the chocolate river. I can't speak again.
The next trophy I missed was in Thermal, where you have to attach all these wires in less than 30 seconds. This is super hard because it's so difficult just to, grab the wire you want to grab. Like, sometimes you go to grab a wire, you grab the wrong one, you grab yourself, you grab the floor, and you lose like 4 or 5 seconds just trying to pick the thing up. Then to actually align it well enough for it to plug in and to register is like rare. So this was a really tough trophy to get. This took me like 3 or 4 attempts. And every time you attempted it, you had to load the checkpoint and then start the level basically from scratch. You had to make up 5-10 minutes of time just like finding the wires and bringing them to that room. So like, as you can see at the start of this, like I laid them out all neatly. I was so organized and I was so happy to finally get it done. I'm going to show you the full thing and you can see on my face how stressed I was.
That's got to be it. Yes. Whew, that one was stressful. Alright, that's all DLC trophies done. Just the main game now.
So all the trophies I have left to do are part of the main trophy list, and the one I decided to go for next was in water, and it's for riding this raft down this waterfall without getting wet. again, I tried this like 4 or 5 times and failed it. And then I got actually really good at it. I watched a guide on how to do it. I read like 8 different forums on how people got this trophy. You have to hold the raft from the back and maneuver it so expertly. And I swear to God, I did it like 3 or 4 times and the trophy never popped. So I was like, is it glitched? What's going on? Just stressing over this trophy. I was like, don't tell me I've gotten all this way. Like I've come this far and the trophy's not going to pop. And then here, as you can see, like I got stuck and I was like, there's no way I'm going to get out of this. I'm stuck. Step bro, help me. Like, what do I do? And finally, when I got to the bottom, it popped. And again, it was just more relief than anything else.
Oh, thank God. I'm so nervous. I've tried that so many times now.
Right after that, I got the trophy for beating water head first, which is a pretty simple one.
Head first, baby.
The next trophy I got was in Castle for doing this little parkour course. I actually did try this on my first playthrough like 7 or 8 times, and I couldn't even get up to this point I'm at now. So it actually really shows how much I improved in the game, which should be expected when you play 30 hours in about 3 days. So I don't know, is it like a show of skill or is it just sad? I think it's closer to sad, but here's the trophy.
There we go. Whew. So close. So close to being done.
And the next trophy I got was in Aztec, where I had to walk along this ball in order to bypass part of the level. This one, again, I tried to get like 10 to maybe even 20 times on my first playthrough. And thank God I cleared it easily this time around.
Oh, I just did it. I think I just did it.
Yes. I've just got the speed run left. And one other trophy, but I can get that while doing the speed run.
Now all I had left was the speedrun trophy. It seemed a daunting task, but I knew through skill, perseverance, hope, and by watching a guide the entire time, I would be able to accomplish this. All I had to do was beat the base game in one sitting. To remind you, those levels are Mansion, Train, Carry, Mountain, Demolition, Castle, Water, Power Plant, where I also got my second last trophy of the game. Aztec, Dark, Steam, Ice, and finally, the credits level.
They may push every button they see. They will reach high and bend low to achieve their goals. And grab opportunities with both of their hands, yet they can't fly and never quit.
It's over. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, only one thing left to do.
And that makes me one of 0.76% of people who have 100% completed Human Fall Flat on PSN profiles. Look, I fully appreciate that this can be a fun little silly game you play casually with friends. It might even be fun to play it casually and, do it over a year. But the way I played it, 25 to 30 hours in just over 3 days, it was literally torture. So I do not recommend going for the platinum or the 100% on this game. Actually, you know what? The platinum's probably doable if you can stand like a day of not having fun. But thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed. If this video actually gets views, I might make a tier list ranking all the levels. But other than that, yeah, thanks for watching. There's gonna be a new video hopefully like next week. So if you're keen for that, hang around for it.